Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Leno56, and welcome back to Ostriv, episode 21 of Update Alpha 5. Okay, so in the last episode, we were expanding on this area quite a bit on this little island here. You guys have. I don't really need stone at the moment. Um, I don't have anything to sell, so we're not going to do anything with you. But I was expanding and making this little row house area, which I was trying a slightly different design here. So I want to see how this actually turns out. But yeah, I'm going to continue with this row house design. And then I did get a comment that when I make these little neighborhoods right here, he kind of felt bad because I was actually like I deleted a couple of these little neighborhoods to make way for these row houses. But I think what I'm gonna do is next time I make these neighborhoods, I'm gonna try to make them in areas where I don't really want to place row houses, so then I can just kind of keep them. Because yeah, I do go through a lot of work in making these little sections. So this one I'm definitely gonna keep here, but any others I make, I'm gonna actually keep them. I don't really mind deleting these houses just because they're easy enough to make and I don't spend so much time on them like I do these little neighborhoods. But that was just one request I got. Okay, so I think in this episode what I want to do is continue, being a step ahead of my food, especially since I'm starting to get more and more population because of the row houses. I also want to keep expanding over in this area more too. And then I'm probably going to need to think about another graveyard here shortly as well. But let's continue with our row house expansion over here. Let's see, we don't have enough brick for another warehouse at the moment. This one's just empty. Can I delete you? Yeah, let's get rid of you. Alright, so the next row house I'm going to make is going to be a corner row house, but it's going to be a two-story one. And it's going to go like this. Well, actually, yeah, no, it's going to be the other variation of it. There we go. See how much can I line it up. I mean, that doesn't look too bad. That's actually lined up pretty nicely. Yeah, so let's do that. It's going to be a little bit before I can actually make this row house, just because I don't have enough brick, but I think I'm gathering brick pretty quick, so. And then after this one's made, I'm going to do this one. And then this side's going to have the same design as this side here. So it's going to extend and then come over like that, and then there's going to be like a little courtyard. Alright, we have another family settling into our town. We got 3 workers out of that one. So I think all of our row houses over here have families in them now, which is nice. And actually we have 2 vacant ones right there. And I am going to have to set up the store and stuff, which I'll probably end up doing in this episode if I feel up to it. And then something else I need to do is actually decorate these residential areas too. So let's place some benches. Alright, let's place a couple more. so many. But they do need places to sit, so I don't really mind. And I don't mind placing these ones because even if one of these benches becomes immortal, I can build around it. So it's not that big of a deal. There we go. And then we'll do a couple more on this side. Not quite as many because there's not as many houses on this side of the road, but alright, there we go. And then we'll place a couple of birch trees in there too. Alright, we have another messenger. After I get done placing these trees, we'll see what they want, or what they're offering, or what they want to buy. Alright, and done. Perfect. Looks beautiful. And then I also need to do the same thing down here with the trees too. There we go. Okay. Now, I don't know if I'm going to place trees on this road here. Probably not, but it's okay. Alright, and this corner row house is just about done. Now we're waiting on 1,600 brick. They will probably make it here pretty soon. Let's see here. Yeah, these guys are burning 1,000 right now, and there's probably some burning it in the kiln up here. So we should be fine for brick. I love these corner row houses. I kind of like how you can make a more compact version and get more people in one area. Let's see, what if I do this? Ooh. It's too bad I can't like fit it like right here. I could kind of just center it in the middle here though. Like that. That might not look too bad actually. Well, there's windows right here, so maybe I won't end up doing that. Alright, we're just waiting on a little bit more. Oh, there we go. All the bricks coming in. Oh yeah, that's looking great. So let's get a few more wells in here now, since we have quite a few people in this packed in this one area. Let's see. We'll have a well here. We'll have one right here. In between, and then I could do another well right here. A well right. I don't know if I want to do too many wells though, so we'll start off with 3 of them. Alright, we are collecting the rest of the resources. Should be done here pretty soon. Let's see. Alright, and here comes the rest of our brick. There it is. Only 106. If there's no God, then who created all this? I love reading their little thoughts. It's kind of fun. You can actually click on the person. And not all of them have thoughts. I'd rather be in the tavern right now. I mean, there is a tavern right there. Alright, and it looks like they're just about done here. And finished. Oh yeah, that looks good. I like that. I kind of need to figure out what I want to do here. I'm almost tempted to place this, but this would block those windows, and I don't really know how that would look. That might just be too much though. Could always just do a I won't be able to fit a big archway, but I could fit a small archway maybe. I don't know. Or I could do stone, like the stone roads, and then just get rid of the center area where I want the wells to go. That could be something I could do. I need to delete this house too though. But what I'm gonna do now is actually get the front of my row houses kind of decorated a little bit. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go from the other direction, aren't I, to get this fence to look normal. So we'll do that. We'll delete that one. Okay. So we'll do this. There's that, okay. And then I'll put bushes and stuff in here too. So we'll do a fence here. Do a fence right there. There we go. Do one like that. And then for this fence, performing calculations. Do one there, and we'll do this one like that. And then once I get this row house placed, I'll do another fence. So let's place a few bushes around there now. Just a couple. Alright, we'll place some. Oh, I just placed those ones. Let's place this one next. Then we'll place a couple lilac bushes. Yeah, bushes probably do not help with the lag, but it does make the town look a little better, in my opinion, anyways. There we go. I think that looks good. Okay, and they are working on the wells back here now. All right, perfect. So now, once I'm gonna wait a little bit before I build these other two, well, other three row houses technically, just until I get a pretty good supply of brick. But what I can do is delete this house right now. Okay, and then how's this farm going up here? How many potatoes did we get from that harvest? 493, that's how much we have currently. However, let's see, where's potatoes? We produced almost 5,000 potatoes, so I don't think they all came from this farm up here. I think I have a couple. Yeah, there's a couple of fields with potatoes here. And then I can't, yeah, and there's some potato fields here too. So I need to actually start thinking about more farms too. I want to do more farms like this. Let's see here. I want to delete this farm. Let's move these plows into this field, or into this area. And then, do I want more sheep or do I want more cows? Let's see. Wool, I only have 19 wool. Let's see here. Sheep hides, I have 800. I have nothing in stock though. Let's see. Okay, I have a lot of cow hides. So I probably don't need more cows. Let's do more. Let's do some more sheep. So we'll do a sheep farm over here. See if I do a sheep farm here, I could place something else over here maybe. And we'll do sheep farm there. And then I'm gonna have to do a hay field somewhere too. You know what? Let's get a couple of these people to cut down some trees back here. We'll do this. And I can also just actually place these hay dryers too. There we go. Place a couple of hay dryers there for all my foresters to start cutting those trees down. And then while they start building that building, let's place a couple of hay barracks. I could place one here, I could place it, because I do need a well over here too. So I could place one here. I don't know if I need two of them. One's probably more than enough. Yeah, so let's place a well. Place a well here, and we'll place another well like this. And then we'll place a big hay barrack right here. There. We'll do something like that. We already have 1,331 people. We started off the episode at 1,300, so granted we did just build a row house, so. Okay, and that's all looks good. How much brick do we have? 4,500. How much brick do we need? 7,900. So yeah, we almost have enough for another row house. I kind of feel like I should have bought stone when I had the chance. I still have 12,000. We're fine for stone. Alright, they're gonna. Ooh, what do you got? I do have shoes. I will sell you some shoes. One more day. Yeah, let's sell whatever sunflower oil we have too. Alright, perfect. Oh no, we had another guy die of illness. I don't know what our barber surgery is doing. I'm not really doing... I think there's a glitch around this building right now, which is why they don't really do a whole lot. I could build another one. Not that it's going to really change anything, but... At least our cemetery is actually looking like a cemetery now, though. Okay. And you should just be done here pretty soon. Let's see. I need to figure out what sheep I want to move in there. Can't remember where any of my sheep farms are. Alright, so we'll move a few from this one. And I think I have another one right here. Oh, there's nothing in this one. Okay, I just have an empty sheep farm here. Well, what the heck? Sheep, sheep, ram, sheep, oops, ram, sheep. Okay, and then when this one's done, I'll move 6 from this one over here. I completely forgot I built this one and did not move those sheep in here. Oh well. Here they come. Well, here comes one. Let's see, how's our... Yeah, we have plenty of food now. Yeah, we were struggling on food for a while because I started expanding really quickly with these row houses, and my food just could not keep up. Also, I deleted my pig and chickens just because they were eating all my food. So I think once I get my food figured out a little bit better, I'll probably get chickens and pigs again, but I just need to get a better supply of food going. Okay. And they're just about done with this building. I love having 28 workers. I thought 14 workers was a lot, but 28's just an insane number of builders. Alright, and done. So use fallow field, we'll do that. And we'll do this. Okay. You know what else I need over here though? Is let's do a cart parking somewhere. I don't know if where I'm gonna be able to place it. Guess I could have placed it here and then placed the wells somewhere else. Yeah, let's do that. Because I want a cart parking over here for these farmers. So we'll do that, and then we'll find another place for these wells. Uneven terrain. Place one there. And we'll just place one right there. I'm also going to place a couple of stone walls. Not that I really need to over here, but I'm gonna anyways. There we go. You can never have too much water. Alrighty. So it's gonna be a little bit before these get built just because of how far it is away from my main town. Let's see, how's our... Alright, so we do have enough brick for another row house. Let's delete these pieces of wood since I have more wood than I'll ever need. We'll do another store. Okay, we'll do that. And then once that's built, I'll place these corner row houses. I don't really like just this face right here, but maybe I can put like a tree or something in front of that. And then I think I'm gonna do the same design in this courtyard that I've done in these ones. It's kind of surrounded by fence and trees. I really like this one with the cobble or the pavement, but I don't know if I'm gonna do the pavement over here or not. I guess I could. I don't think it looked too bad. Alright, they're almost done. Alright, so let's start moving some sheep from this farm over here. It's such a long ways. Alright, so what we will do is ram, sheep, 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 and sheep. There we go. I hope they don't die on the trip. They shouldn't. The child has been born. Okay. I think all my fields are set to plow too. Yeah, these are just all potato fields over here. So while we're waiting for this stuff to get built, I'm going to start laying out more of these types of houses over here. I also want to do a farm over here too. Or another farm. I don't really mind cutting these trees down over here. Yeah, so let's start laying out these guys. That looks pretty good. It's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. And then for this one, I'm going to do one like that. So let's actually lay out this road a little bit with these marketplaces. Okay. It's still so hard to see the green and the yellow. Let's see, how close did I get that? And we have an autosave. You know, that's actually not bad. I'm gonna keep that. Ooh, messengers. I don't have any sunflower oil for you. Let's see. I am gonna buy some lime and nope, not gonna do it. I want to get some more money first. Alright, so let's start doing this. Let's see. Okay, that side looks good. Let's do these ones. Oops. Okay. And then we'll delete these orchards. Like this, and then let's do that. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Uneven terrain. So we'll do that house there. And this house I can just kind of place anywhere. Just place it right there. And then this house, just do right like that. Perfect. It's going to be a while before they actually build these houses just because there's so many trees that they have to cut down. But that's okay. They will eventually get them built. Delete. 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 And come on. Let me delete you. There we go. Okay. Performing game calculations. Any day. Yeah, I expect the game is performing calculations thing is just going to keep getting longer and longer every time with the more stuff that we keep adding. Okay. Granted, we have a huge town right now. It's actually kind of two towns in one. Like, this is our main city, and then we have a little city down here, or a little town down here. Then we have a little community over here. I also need to set up the stores over here too. Once this row house gets built, I'll start setting up the stores. Okay. Let's do that. Oh yeah, I like our little farm here. This looks good. I feel bad about how far they have to walk for stuff though. Although there is a market right here, so it shouldn't be too bad for them, but... You know what I should do? I need to figure out something to place here. I'm almost tempted to place another, like, a wagon shed or something, if I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to. It's just too hilly. What about a cart shed? Can I place a cart shed anywhere? Nope. Yeah, I'm not sure what I should place right here. Could just kind of fence it off. Let's see, what if I... What if I just do like a farm field to get it a little bit more square? Do that. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely... Well, you know what I could do? I could place some hay dryers over here. That might be all what I can place over here. Just hay dryers. Probably just 3 of them. I mean, it doesn't look great, but at least it kind of fills it up a little bit. Okay, January. Let's see. They're still working on the farm area. Alright, we do have some sheep over here now, so that's good. And we already have quite a bit of hay in here too. That's kind of nice. Yeah, now we're just kind of waiting for my workers, or my builders, to actually start building stuff. And then hopefully these guys will start cutting down these trees over here fairly quick. Let's see. I kind of want to place another farm over here, though. I don't know if I want to place a big farm like this or another one of these types of farms. It doesn't really matter. I can always demolish stuff. What is that sound? I will be right back. They are cleaning the street outside, which is what that sound was. And I can still hear it. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? I kind of want to place a farm. If I place one here, I can place a couple of big fields around here. Doesn't really matter how I do this. So let's do... Yeah, the uneven terrain is going to be the issue. So let's do this. I'm going to place... We'll place that there. We'll place an orchard. Yeah, that's good enough. We'll delete you. Place fence there. Fence there. Oops. Okay, delete. And then we'll do these fences. I don't know why I didn't think about doing it like this a lot sooner with these fences. It makes it so much easier than the way I was doing it before. Okay, so we'll do that. And then I'm going to place a farm in here, and then I'll have some big fields around here. I can always move this farm if I have to, which is no big deal. You know what I'll do? Is maybe I'll delete this farm once this farm's made. So yeah, let's do... I like to place trees and bushes and stuff behind the farm, so I like to leave a little bit of a gap, so we'll do that. And then once this farm is built, I'll place some fairly big fields around here. Okay, yeah, so we'll do that. Alright, so they should be building these wells over here. And then once those walls are complete, they should start working on this row house. Although I think I want them to build the farm before the row house. So we'll do that. And while we're waiting, let's decorate the front of some of these row houses over here, because I keep neglecting it. These ones are good. These ones I can actually start placing bushes in front of. Oops. I keep selecting the dog rose bush. In my first playthrough, that was the only bush in the game, so they were just everywhere. So we'll do that, and then we'll do a lilac bush right here. There we go. Okay, so that's that side. I need to actually do this side with fences. I'm gonna have to go from the other direction, aren't I? Yeah, so we'll do that. It means inaccessible. There we go. have a bench. It's an immortal bench. That's okay. I was wondering where that other one was. Found it. Okay. And one more. There we go. So that fence is now done. Now let's do the bushes. It's just a bunch of tiny bushes right here. So let's go from this direction. Like that. So we'll do that one, lilac. And actually, this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to delete... Let's do this. I'm going to do a fence right here to kind of block this road, or to block this area off, and then open up the fence for that road. There we go. We'll do that. Okay. And then we'll do these bushes here. Oops. Oh, my game just crashed. Awesome. Oh. Well, that's fun. I did get an autosave not too far, so I should be fine. It's probably because of all the bushes I'm placing. Yeah, I think he needs to redo the bushes because placing single bushes like that's kind of a pain. I think they should be like the fences. I feel like it would probably help the game performance, especially late game when you have higher populations. You know, I could just delete all the bushes too. That would probably help speed up my game. Or prevent future crashes and stuff too. I'm just kind of waiting for the upload to finish before I restart it. That's okay. Yeah, that's the third time I've crashed with this playthrough. Granted, I have a higher population than I did in the last playthrough. Yeah, it'll be good once he starts to actually optimize the game a little bit better. I mean, it runs really good for the most part. Like, once you hit 1,000 population, it starts to, you know, kind of get questionable performance-wise, but I mean, the occasional crash here and there is really not a huge deal. If it would finish uploading, that'd be great. You know, let's just play. It's fine. Alrighty, and let's get back in. Okay. Let's see, autosave. Yeah, so we had one a few minutes ago, so we're going to lose a few minutes of progress, but that's no big deal. I'm kind of considering maybe not doing as many bushes, especially in like front of my row houses. Or maybe just not so many at once. I probably need to give the game some time to actually calculate what I'm doing, because I feel like if I do too much in one go, it just crashes. It just takes forever to load now too. Alright, so All right, I did finish. I did just finish doing the bushes on this side. I think I just finished the fence. Yeah, so I was finishing this one right here. All right, so let's do this again. Okay. So I'm not gonna do so many it's just so many benches, so many bushes in one go. Although I kind of want to keep doing bushes, but I don't know. It makes me nervous. Auto save. I might just start not auto saving, but just quick saving a lot more now. One, two, three. We'll have some more right here. Okay. And then, nope, wrong bush. This bush again, okay. What if I pause it and place them? Alright, well, quick save. I have like PTSD now from it. Alright, so yeah, I might start pausing and placing bushes more now. Quick save and load. Okay. There we go. So we have bushes. So this one's done. I have bushes in front of that one. I don't have any in front of this one. Oh, I also need to finish the fence here. Alright, so let's do that really quick. There we go. I don't necessarily have to put bushes in front of everyone either. Although I do like the fences. Yeah, so let's just do that. I don't want to like overdo it, although I'm probably overdoing it anyways. It's so less glitchy over here. Like I take a bit of a frame drop when I come over here to this area. But when I come over here, it's just like flawless. I love it. Alright, so they are gathering the resources for this, but they are almost done with this farm over here, which is nice. I'm glad I didn't have to redo this. Alright, I probably won't end up deleting this farm yet, just because they're going to start planting here pretty quick, and they're already starting to plant stuff. Alright, what I will do, though, is place a well right here. Place a well, and then once this building's complete, I'll place some bigger fields. I don't think it really matters fields-wise. Alright, and then we'll just do that. Alright, so let's do this. Could just do a couple of big fields too. Yeah, so we'll do one there. And then we'll do another field right here. Oh, I'm so close. You know what? It is close enough. What the heck? Oh, that's why it's slightly off. Oh well. Alright, so we'll do this. You know what? That's good enough. Alright. So we do have people working here. So now what we'll do is we'll do that. Let's do... I have beer. I have... Let's do some... I have wheat here. I could do a couple other wheat fields so I think I can get more flour. So I could do wheat, fallow, wheat, and then I could, or let's do a 3-1. So we'll do wheat, let's see, 50, 60, 0. We'll do wheat and buckwheat is what we'll do. So we'll do wheat, buckwheat, fallow, buckwheat, fallow, wheat, and then fallow, wheat, and buckwheat. There we go. Let's do that. Have a little bigger farm right there. That'll be good. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like the way these bigger fields look. I was just kind of testing a different design here. Alright, let's buy some stone from these guys because I have quite a bit of lime. 17,000 stone. I'll be set forever. Alright, we'll sell what I have of you, and then we're good to go there. Alright, so we have that other row house built. And we have a couple of families waiting to... Oh, so they're all... Okay, they got married. Now, let's do a couple of corner row houses. I want the other ones. There we go. Okay. And then once this row house gets built, I'll place this one so I can line it up pretty decently. Oh yeah, that looks so good. I really like this little area right here, how it's like a smaller entrance. I don't know if I want to do this or not. I guess I can place it and I can always delete it. I'm not sure how I want to do that. I think I do want to place the pavement though in this area. Kind of want to wait until both of these row houses are built before I start doing that. I also need to build houses over here too. Maybe that's what I'll do as well. Start laying out these houses. So let's do this. Yeah, it's so much easier to see when it's not snowy out. There we go. And then I can place... Yeah, let's do it this way so I can actually see that. Place one there. Place another one right there. There we go. Alright, perfect. So it's going to be a little bit before those get built just because they have quite a few trees to cut down over here, but we do have a few other things that can happen while those trees are getting cut down. Ooh, I think we did finish one of these houses over here though. Yep, we did. Yeah, they are cutting these trees down rather quick. These ones are just all cut down over here. Let's delete these tiny little... There we go. Alright, I'm not sure what I want to place over here other than more houses. I could place another field right here maybe. Have another 3 field thing. A new family is settling into our town. That's great. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to place here yet. I do want to place more fishing docks. That's one thing I do want to do. Let's see, how's our, we have 100 laborers. Jesus. We have 76 people looking for jobs. Holy cow. Okay, that's not including all of our laborers. Yeah, we need a lot more, people working. I wish we could, like, have more than 5 people working at a farm. Like, I wish we could, like, just load them up. That's kind of one thing why I like, only men can work in the fishing docks. I mean, I have 31 men looking for work, so I guess let's do it. So let's get another boatyard. Put a boatyard here. And then let's do a couple of fishing docks. We'll do one here. Okay, I pressed shift so I could place more than one. I kind of like doing them in threes. There we go. Place a few more fishing docks over here too. Buckwheat. It'll be better because I did place these farms, or this farm, a little bit later in the year, so it's not going to grow a whole lot. I'm hoping next season it'll actually grow quite a bit more. Yeah, so this road, well, so much for that idea. I was going to have this road kind of wrap around here. I guess I could still technically do that. I'll have to kind of delete a portion of this field, though. Yeah, it's going to have to be a smaller field, but that's okay. Let's see. The only bad thing about these houses here is I'm going to have to place a market somewhere, because this one's kind of getting farther away. You know what I can do is place more houses over here. And if I place this one like that, okay, and let's place another house like this. We can do a bigger one here. And then I can place another one. That's going to be too long, ain't it? Yeah. Maybe I can place... I mean, that works. Oh, that'd be too perfect. Or let's do that one first, maybe. So, yeah, let's do... We'll do this. I feel like this is too long. I could do another field over here, I suppose. Even that's too long. Dang it. What if I just put like a little road right here, maybe? What if I just do that? That might not look too bad. And I'll just kind of center this a little bit. There we go. Yeah, let's just do that. And then we'll have this road kind of wrap around up there. Oops, I meant to snap that in place. Okay, so yeah, we'll do this one here. How do I want to do this? I could place a little park area right here, I suppose. I could place a little park right there. Yeah, let's do that. And then once that house is built, I'll kind of place a little park right there. So, okay, it's gonna be a while before. Jeez, I have so much stuff queued up right now. Are you guys gonna work on? Wait, where are my builders at right now? Why are you guys building this one, huh? Alright, let's do that. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's move all of these guys up here. There we go, okay. Yeah, this is a little bit patchy over here. That's okay, though. Okay. And then, yeah, we have 20,000 brick already. God, that's so much. Yeah, having two brick houses is amazing. So I'm not sure what I should. I guess I could place some more windmills over here, like right in this area. I might wait until I get a better wheat harvest, though, because I don't have a whole lot of wheat right now, if any. I'm actually getting kind of a surplus of fish right now, too, which is nice. Actually, well, I had a little bit of fish. Alright, you know, let's get some water over here as well. Or so there's more of these wells. I feel like I need a hay barracks too over here. Probably wouldn't hurt. Well, this water should be fine. So let's grab this. We'll do that. Let's move you up. And then what we can do is place a couple hay dryers over here. Let's do it like this. There we go. Let's have a couple of them. Construction of wells complete. Perfect. Now this should start working on this row house over here. Yep, and they're already starting on it. Well, okay, he placed just a little bit of the foundation. Well, let's do this fence really quick. There we go. Perfect. How many more resources do we need? Not a whole lot, just 700 more wood, and then basically just a little bit of everything else, and we're good to go. I'm so glad I made this bridge right here when I did. Oh, that's a white line. That is a huge white line. I wonder why... Oh, they must have cut down a couple of trees in here just now. Dang. That one does warrant a reload because that's just annoying to look at. Maybe I'll do it. It doesn't really matter when I do it. Yeah, so we'll quick save and then we'll do a quick load. Yeah, because that's a bad one. I wonder, do you guys think we can hit 1,400 population this episode? We're already at 1,352. I still have a little bit left to stream. I really wish that did not look like sewer sand. That just looks gross. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, told you. Well, let's delete you. I bet you if I deleted all of these bushes, it would probably make the game load a little bit quicker. Because I do have bushes everywhere. Yeah, I kind of wish the bushes were more like the fences where you just extend it. I feel like it would, performance-wise, it would probably help the game more, but... This has to be because it's so close to the river. Surprised I can dig sand here. Okay. Corner row house is going up. And then once this one's built, we're going to lay this one right here. I feel like this design should have been up here, more like in the middle of the city. Oh well. Alright, let's see. What do you got? Nothing that I really can sell. Holy cow. We have 8,000 flour? Doesn't show any flour on here. Yeah, it doesn't show that we have any flour stored. Why are you showing that? Wait, what? Did all my flour just get eaten? I had 8,000, almost 9,000 flour just a minute ago. What just happened to it? Huh. Interesting. Alright, and there's our other row house. Perfect. And then we're going to do one more right here, and then this area should be complete, other than I'm going to kind of decorate the courtyard. Oh, it's already the one that I need too. You know what? That's about as good as I'm going to get it. And we'll move you up here like so. And, alright. Yeah, that's looking a little patchy. That's okay. Next season will look way better. I hope. I kind of wish you could have women work at the docks. You know what I might do down in this area though is make another warehouse section like this, and just employ women at it. You know, maybe that's what I'll do over here is just have women. Just so I can get some of those women employed. Okay. I might end up doing the same thing in my granaries too. Yeah, perfect. So we'll do this and that. Alrighty, perfect. And they are building quite quick. I love having 28 builders. It's so nice. This just looks horrible right here. See, I did move the plows. Yeah, I did. See, I think I need 2 plows in this area, so we'll do this. I need 2 oxen. Well, that shouldn't be an issue. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. You know what? I also should build another carpentry somewhere too. Let's map out this area a little bit better. Yeah, so let's do the market stall to kind of lay the road out. And then we'll do the house. Right there. We'll do this house. Right there. And then we'll place this market stall okay. So I can delete you. I might actually just keep you there. But I can delete you. Okay, so let's do what am I looking for in this? Yeah, so we'll do a carpentry right there. There we go. And we'll just keep you back there because you have a bunch of trees to cut down. Ooh, they're already working on this house over here. Nice. And then I can start laying out where I want this fence to go. I might have to wait for these houses to get built too, though. I don't know. I think out of every building in the game, I think the normal village houses are still the funnest to watch get built. I don't know why. God, that field just looks horrible. Alright, there's another house done. Alright. Barley. I have 25,000 brick. Jeez. That's so much. Oh, there's a white line. That one does not warrant a reload. You can't really see it too much. This one's been one that's been here before, so I'm not sure where the other end of the line is. But it's someone trying to get here. I'm not sure why they're trying to get over there, but alright. Let's build some more of these houses over here too. And then I'm going to build a warehouse thing over here somewhere. We'll do that, and then we'll place a couple more houses. Like that. Alright, there we go. And let's move you guys up here. Alright, now where do I want to place these warehouses? It doesn't really matter. I could place some right here, a bunch of them right there actually. Two, three, four. See, how many do I have over here? 6? Oh, they're slightly bigger. 5, 6. Oh. There we go. Oh my. I have so much stuff queued up. That's okay though. At least it's keeping us busy. And I'm gonna have to place more graves again. Jeez. I need to figure out another place for a graveyard. I'm not sure where I want to place one though. I don't really want to place one near the water because that's not where you would put a graveyard ever. Yeah. I might end up placing one up here somewhere. Not sure. Could just place one like right over here. Just walk up here and go to the graveyard. The only bad thing is that you can't delete the graves, so like they're permanent. I still have a little while before I need to place one, but I definitely need to start thinking about it. So let's just place a couple more over here to kind of keep up on it. And then I think if I keep going on this playthrough, I'm just eventually just gonna have to just be like, you need a burial plot. I'll just have the notification up there, because eventually, technically, your whole town could just be graveyard. I wonder when cremation... I wonder if he's gonna add that as a form of like burial in the game. Like have it like or like a crypt that can hold like more people than just a normal grave. That'd be kind of interesting. And how are you guys doing over here? Well, you're already starting to build it, so that's good. Yeah, this design here can hold so much more people than my other one. Because let's see, we have 1, 2, there's 6. Because this one can hold like 5, 10, 15, 21 no. 5, 10, 15, 21 families on this side. And this one can hold 5, 10, 15, 25, well, 30 families on one side. Holy cow. And then 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 19. 19 versus 3, 6, 9, 13. Yeah. So this design here can hold so many more families than that design up there can. I really like this. This looks so good. I don't really care for this part right here, but, you know, it is what it is. Or you know what he should add is like an end row house. Like it's like this big, but it's just, you know, like on all sides except for the back side. Then again, these row houses are the same on that side too, so I guess it doesn't necessarily look different, but alright, so let's do the courtyard while we're waiting for all of our other things to get built. There we go. And then I'm going to try to place the pavement. Oh. Alright, so I'm going to have to, I think, do this one first over here. if I do it like this? Yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the pavement. I almost wish it was just, you could just like place it down, like paint it almost. And what if I do it like this, maybe? No, not like that. Yeah, I really don't care for the pavement too much. Or, what if I do it like this? Just square like that. Although I might have to adjust it for this little section here. Dang it. Okay, so alright, so do it like that. Do that like that. Yeah, we'll see how that looks. I don't know how that's going to look, but I can always play with it a little bit. I like the rest of it, though. And let's place a couple of these cottonwood trees in here, too. There we go. A new family settling in. That's awesome. Did we have someone... I wonder if we had a whole family die out. Oh, I turned my problems off. I was wondering why everything was looking too perfect. I kind of liked it, though. I wonder if we had a family move out. Yeah. Let's just clear all that out. I was wondering why I didn't have any icons up there. Oh well. I forgot that I turned the problems off. Construction of village house complete. That's over here. Are these ones completed yet? No, because we still have trees to cut down. That's okay. Ooh, I did finish this though. Let's do this. There we go. Perfect. Alright, I'm excited to see how these fields turn out. God, we have so much stuff to do. Makes it fun. Kind of running low on money too. I have quite a good supply of shoes. I have a bunch of food still, which is nice. I'm not too worried about food at the moment. Especially if I keep up on these types of houses and stuff, I should be fine. I feel like I need to actually start expanding this way more too. Or maybe up here as well. Alright, so these houses in here are all good to go. Let's place another well right here. Alright, and they're going to start building these warehouses. Yeah, I'm just going to have women exclusively working in the warehouses and granaries. Just because I do have a stupid amount of people just not working. I have 130 laborers. Jeez. Our town looks so good. I like how it's just like rolling hills of buildings. Looks great. Messenger from Murpha. Let's see, what do you got? Nothing I really need. Can I sell you anything? No, not yet. I have nothing going to my export stock. You okay, buddy? Storage is full. Oh. Well, that would explain why there's nothing going in there. I have just 22,000 stone hanging out. That's so much stone. Yeah, so let's start building more of these houses up here. Yeah, it's going to be kind of far from the market, but you know what? Let's actually delete these fields. And I'll place more houses over here. There. Gonna be a minute before those delete, but they will eventually. Maybe. Please. Game is performed. There it goes. Okay. So if those are deleted, let's... I need to probably get rid of this one and redo it. Oh, wow. Alright, so let's do... We'll do that there. Oh my. And we have an autosave. Okay, there we go. Uneven terrain, uneven terrain. And we'll place that there, and then we'll place this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's delete you. And let's do these fences really quick. I'm surprised that worked. Alright, I think that's all of them. Alright. Okay, so now we're going to start placing these houses here. Like this. Uneven terrain. Can I place you anywhere? Alright. Oops. Place that there. That corner, and that corner. Alright, all of our warehouses are now complete. Oops. Game is performing calculations. Yes, I know. There we go. Get a couple of these houses built up. And then it's going to be performing calculations for quite a while. And we have an autosave. Ugh. That's okay though. Okay. Delete. 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 There we go. Perfect. Just give it a minute for it to delete all those fences, and then they should start building these houses here pretty quick. I hope. I think they're going to start working on the pavement first, though. And while they're doing that, I'll work on the warehouses really quick and get all those resources and stuff in there. Speaking of resources, I need to do the shops in the row house area that we just built. The game is performing calculations. Yes, I know. Come on. Okay, this is a long one. There we go. Alright, so all these houses should get built here pretty quick. Oh my gosh. Alright. I think I just have one of everything. Yeah. Charcoal. So we want women only in all these. Clothes, cowhides, firewood, not charcoal, hemp and hops. Okay. So it's right below leather. So linseed, metal parts, nail, sheepskin, shoes, sunflower, thatch, and wood. And then I just have an extra one just for workers. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So we should hit our 1,400 population this episode. We hit 1,300 last episode. Alright, we actually have a huge supply of food and stuff right now. This is great. This is awesome. I want to know why it said I had like 9,000 flour when that was completely not true. $39. Or maybe I had it and they all just took it to the markets. Who knows? Are you guys gonna actually work on the roads and stuff? I don't even know where all my work. You guys are just stuck on this house, aren't you? I'm gonna have to actually move all this stuff up. Sweet. Okay. That's okay though. Let's just do this. And then I'm probably going to give my workers a little bit of time to get a lot of the stuff in these trees cut down. Alright, so start working on the pavement. I want to see how this turns out. I hope I like it. Uh-oh. You guys are both unemployed. No wonder. Yeah, I ain't... Unemployed. Oh god, that is so not good. There's so many people looking for jobs right now. This is not good. Like, laborers are one thing, but there's not really a good job just to employ people. I guess I could do orchards. That would be one, because the orchards actually employ like 5 people at a time. I guess I could do orchards. I mean, that wouldn't necessarily be bad. I just need to employ people. I just need to get people working. Ooh, pavement. Alright, that doesn't look great, but it looks okay, so we'll see how the rest of it turns out. See, so what if I just start placing orchards over here or something? Just a bunch of orchards. I just need to employ people. Alright, we'll do that. And I could place... one there. Let's see, how are these ones? These ones aren't really orchards though. Let's see. Place that there. And then I could place another, oops, another one right here. And then let's actually space this out. I think my dog's getting antsy. There we go. We'll place a couple orchards. That should give me a little bit of a or not a population, a employment boost once those actually get completed. And then I'll probably end up doing some hops and stuff too. I mean, even so, with our unemployment issue, we still have, like, no one having problems. Like, that's actually pretty sweet. Okay. I mean, that doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look great at the same time. Yeah, the pavement, I think, needs some work. This does not look that great. Honestly, I'll probably just end up deleting the pavement and just having them just make their own pathways. Yeah, the pavement doesn't look... I'm not a huge fan of it, honestly. Like, this one I like, but I just don't like how you have to... how it places and stuff. Ooh, you know what I can do? Plant again and plant again. Completely forgot about those trees over there. Alright, so they should start making these houses over here now. It's too bad that these houses can't employ laborers to like help them harvest and stuff. I think that would solve a little bit of the worker issue as well. So, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to hit 1,400 people. We're at 1,393 right now. I was hoping they'd get these houses built and then we could actually get some more population in, but I don't know if we're going to hit our 1,400 population goal this episode. My dog is doing something back there. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. And then I think for the orchards, because of how many more women I have unemployed than men, I might make the orchards exclusively like women. I'll keep these guys here though, just because it doesn't really hurt anything. But the fishing docks are men only, so I think I'm going to have the orchards and stuff exclusively women, along with the warehouses and the granaries from going on forward. Okay. Ooh, they're building 2 houses at once almost over here. They're very eager. Alright, so one house is just about done, then they should start on this other house. Like how they're just moonwalking. Well, oh, white line. That's okay. It's not the biggest white line ever. Hey bud, how you doing? He's just sitting under my desk like, pay attention to me. I will in a couple of minutes. Okay, and you guys married. 1395. $1758. We 37 years from our settlement start, and this is what we've built. It's so much. I wonder how long we've played this save. Do we still have that white line over here? Yeah, we do. We just can't really tell in the winter. Alright, and this one's just about built too. We're probably going to have another family get married. Yep. Told you. 1397. We're slowly getting there. 1398. Yeah, I mean, we've basically hit 1400. I'm gonna say we hit 1400 because we are building more and more houses and stuff too. Then we have a lot of houses getting ready to get built that are kind of in forested areas right now. But yeah, we have done quite a bit this episode. Ooh, messenger. I don't need any more stone. I am perfectly fine. Yeah, I think the longer the game goes, the more stone that they actually have available to sell, which kind of does make sense. I just don't have anything. But yeah, I need to use up a bunch of my stone because there's just 22,000 stone just sitting in my trading post right now. But yeah, we've done quite a bit this episode. We finished our row house area over here. We did get the little courtyard finished. I am deleting these the pavement just because I don't really care for it too much. If I don't like how you can only I don't like how you place it essentially. But yeah, I do want to, continue expanding over here. And we do have some houses queued up. It's just going to be a little bit before they can actually build them because of all the forested areas. We expanded over here quite a lot, actually. And then I'm also going to make some more orchards and kind of keep expanding this way. I would like to have a pretty big city over here if it doesn't completely destroy my game. We did fill this area out a little bit more as well. I do want to place some more fishing docks and stuff. I don't know if I'll be able to place a whole lot more over here. I can place a lot over here though, which I'm excited for because that'll definitely help with my unemployment issue. And then I also just want to keep on top of my food, so as I expand I don't have so many food issues. But like I said, we did quite a bit this episode. I was very, very glad with how quickly this episode went. Well, not quickly, but with how productive we were, even with the game crashing on us at one point. And then we almost have another house done over here too. Holy cow, these guys are building so quick. Oh, and we did hit 1,400, so 1,400 people, so we went up 100 people this episode, which is quite impressive. But I think this is a good stopping point. So yeah, we've done a lot. Our town is looking great. I can't wait to continue expanding. I would really like to hit 2,000 population. I feel like the game is just gonna have so many issues when we get to those higher populations. We're at 1,400 right now, and we're having a few issues here and there, but Yeah, this has been awesome. Do we just not have any? Oh, it's these guys right here. Okay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you all later.